Well, hello. Today we're doing Rocky 3, the third in the franchise. 5 years after Rocky won the heavyweight championship, he lives a life of fame and fortune. He has a charity fight with a wrestler named Thunder Lips. At an unveiling of a statue, Clubber Lang confronts him and challenges him to the title. Rocky finds out that Mickey has been making sure he doesn't lose by hand-picking the opponents. Rocky agrees to the rematch but doesn't train seriously, choosing instead a carnival atmosphere as Clubber alone ruthlessly trains with determination. When the fight arrives, Rocky is soundly defeated by Clubber Lang. Mickey, his friend and trainer, soon dies after. Apollo convinces Rocky to train for a rematch. Apollo takes Rocky to Los Angeles, where he gains his determination to win back the title. The rematch ends with Rocky soundly defeating Clubber Lang and regaining his title. So, the first two Rockies were really big, huge successes. Made a lot of money, a lot of critical fame, a lot of awards. So obviously you're going to get a third movie. And, this one, in a way, it was very successful. I mean, on a $17 million budget, it made $270 million, which actually exceeded the predecessors, making this the highest grossing Rocky film ever made. And it even won a nomination for Best Theme Song, The Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. That's a great movie. And, they, basically he had to come up with a new plot then. And, this one was obviously, he's going to have to lose to a fighter. And, he has to then, gain back his determination. And, he redeems himself. And originally they wanted, real boxers to be the Clubber Lang character. But, none of them really tested very well. So they got Mr. T to be the Clubber Lang. And, he was probably the best choice, man. He was just really good. I mean, he's a guy you really despised. He's just an arrogant kind of guy. And, he was also definitely tough. And, this was his breakout performance. He would go on, of course, to be B.A. Baracus in the A-Team. And, of course, you even get little trademark stuff like, I pity the fool. Oh, yeah, I love the old Mr. T. Yeah, he was a great one for this. And, this was obviously, like I said, it made, a ton of money. I think Gene Siskel or something said, because the second movie was so good, that's what helped, drive the third movie, which is probably true in a way. And a lot of course, what do you call them? Critics are at, they liked it, but, they saying that there was probably, it's going to start to wear thin, and I think it did wear thin, but, because they were just making this massive amount of money. Obviously, you're going to have to need a sequel, and of course, we did get some sequels after this, and we'll go on to them in the future. But anyway, this was a surprisingly great movie. I remember seeing it when it first came out on HBO, and I liked it. And, I still like it. I'm not a big boxing fan, but you really get invested in the character and the success, and you're really excited to see him come back and win and just beat down Clubber Lang, and it makes you feel good. It's a great movie. It brought back all the old stars, Burgess Meredith and Carl Weathers, Talia Shire, Burt Young. Had a little humor there with Hulk Hogan appearing as a wrestler. And yeah, this was a great movie. I just loved it, and I think it's a good movie to watch. And if you stuck with me this long, I thank you. You're a unique individual.